Guys is Arcadia F.
I made a joke. It's a topical joke. We are going to sail the sky oceans. Actually,
So is this like an actual RPG, or?
This is supposedly a classic RPG. I have not played it. It is 100% like, we loved Skies of Arcadia, so let's make our own Skies of Arcadia. Since nobody has
Fair
released
enough.
Skies of Arcadia in 20 years. And now that is what is happening. My understanding is, like, the battle system is entirely skies based. There is not a land battle system, but
okay, and I can kind of see the characters who are like Vice and Ica.
yeah, no, I mean, like, there's like just a clear whatever is happening here. Like, definite we have Vice at home energy from our main character.
I feel like this would kind of piss Beat off.
He was, I did speak to him earlier in Grecian times, and he is hopeful that this game is any good. He wants it to be good.
Fair enough.
I think Dad just died.
Aw.
Oh man, this game is weird looking.
Tumblr art style.
Playing a JRPG where the main character's father died. That's daring.
And then wakes up for the day. Also, I want to point out, according to the nightmare, assuming that nightmare is accurate, I'm assuming Dad went missing, so we can. It can be dramatic about, because it wasn't like they brought back a body, so inevitably, like, he's gonna be Darth Vader.
Of course, of course.
Or Cat Dad. We did that before.
I was gonna say he's probably with his second family now.
Could you imagine an RPG where there's the secret of Daddy's just like, kid, you didn't have any good vibes, so I am out of this.
Not holding out hope for a Voltes 5 situation?
Maybe the kid was just unpleasant to be around.
Exactly.
If my dad died, nothing in my life would change.
My dad did die, and it was a bummer.
No, I'm sorry.
I had lunch with my dad just today. He was pointing out the fact that everybody but me complains that he can't hear anymore. And then he noted, but you've always talked loudly anyway. He also distinctly noted that for years, his mother, my grandmother, needed a hearing aid, and nobody could convince her to get a hearing aid. And then he proceeded to talk about how everyone tells him that his hearing isn't good anymore. And at no point did he comment, I'm going to do something about that, because I learned from my mother, who I talked to for years, who needed a hearing aid, to just solve that problem. No,
my
did not
dad
come to that
did
conclusion.
finally get a hearing aid. But he doesn't always turn it on.
I feel like that is a choice.
It takes selective listening to another level.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you walked into a room to talk to somebody and they turned their hearing aid off? Like, just hold up 1 minute. Click. Alright, go on.
I mean, it's not quite the same, but there are times when, like, I'm in a work meeting and it's one of the meetings, of which I have several, where I'm on the list of people who needs to attend the meeting, but they don't need me for anything, nor is there any useful information I can glean from it. So I'll just, like, put the meeting on mute and then do work.
Okay, I enjoy your story, but these windows are fucking me up, and I need somebody else to tell me what's happening here.
They're reflecting a static image. You see the skybox in the background with the hills. And
I
the
mean, that's what I was
trees?
trying to figure out exactly, like, where they're pulling the reflection from, because it ain't in front of them like real mirrors. Alright.
Yeah, no, because real mirrors are computationally very expensive.
Yes.
But you just do it's a trick called environment mapping with the skybox, and I'm like 90% sure that's what they're doing.
I think someone released Skybox on the Amiga.
You need more ray tracing.
Gross.
Hi, fanboy.
No, we don't. Hey there.
Good day, and welcome to Not Skies of Arcadia.
I know what Bob's like.
Do you?
I know what Bob's like.
Redheaded girl wearing yellow with goggles.
Is this to be sung to the tune of "I Know What Boys Want"?
I know what boys like. Yeah, that is the joke.
Okay, fair enough. I don't always get jokes.
No, I understand. You parsed this one correctly.
I understand why it is the case, but I am annoyed by how many buildings you cannot go into and how many NPCs you cannot talk to.
Yeah,
I get the attempt to
that's
create the illusion, but it's frustrating.
that is a thing that I really disliked about Octopath Traveler when I was trying it, and then it's like you can't talk to everyone, and it's like Octopath Traveler doesn't even have voices, so it wouldn't matter.
I remember the first time I saw something pull that. The first time I saw a major RPG pull that shit, it was FF12, and it immediately set me against the game.
I don't disagree with you. I had a
Yeah.
very similar reaction.
Yeah, that's how I felt in Octopath Traveler. Like in Baldur's Gate 3, I can kind of forgive it because, like, in Baldur's Gate 3, like when you're in the town, there's like dozens or hundreds of NPC people. There's so many people. It's really cool, and you can't talk to most of them. And that's
I also kind of got it, like, kind of give it a pass just because, like, previous games of that style had not given me the expectation I should be able to.
that's fair.
Whereas with Japanese style RPGs, my immediate thought is, yeah, let's go talk to everyone and see what they say.
Times are tough.
That's not time.
Times are tough.
Gotta go to the pier.
Oh,
and
this is
get
Grandia 3.
boxes for Tesla.
Ew.
I know. Unfortunate naming schemes.
Just an actual real life person forever ruined by the existence of the car company.
Yeah.
And a name that previously was like synonymous with like innovation. Now it's
And a little bit of crack pottery, but like affectionate crack pottery.
So who is more harmful to Nicholas Tesla? Elon Musk or Thomas Edison?
I mean, Thomas Edison, because Tesla would have been mad at him.
I would say Elon Musk just by dint of, like, forever tainting the legacy, whereas, like, that legacy was slowly building after both of their deaths.
I don't think a
Yeah,
dead person can care about their legacy.
Yeah, but I'm talking purely about, like, the way that they're perceived.
On the one hand, that's fair, but on the other hand, like, people still drink Fanta and buy Volkswagens, so
Yeah,
in
I'm
time,
sure it's just things from the Bayer company.
IBM computer.
yeah, in time, well, Bear also kind of changed their name, so
Yeah,
You're-
I'm just
you're-
saying
you're-
that like they are still the same company. That's all I'm saying.
right. But it's not using the brand IG Farben anymore.
What if they had instead branded Fanta as Nazi juice? Where would we be?
Sure would be drinking Nazi juice.
Nazi juice.
Anyone remember noted like
Nazi Jews. That's just Israel.
noted diet? Oh god. Okay, so anyone remember forgotten diet candy scheme of the 70s and 80s, AIDS?
I only know about them because of like great moments in
The obvious
advertising.
reasons. Yeah, it's one of those things that like they released. They initially their response was like, "We have been around for decades. The disease must change its name." And then after like a few years of horrible sales, a new oncoming executive team was like, "Naturally, we will have to do some rebranding." And all they could come up with was
I couldn't hear what they came up with.
diet AIDS.
Oh,
Boy, Harold's so lame he died of diet AIDS.
Reminds me of the South Park where they had Jared from Subway, and the reason why he lost so much weight was because he had AIDS.
Oh yeah. Candy introduced it in 1940 in the United States.
Yeah, I seem to remember the last time I heard about AIDS, the candy, was when people were talking about what was it, Corona beer in reference to coronavirus.
Oh. The first time I have ever heard of AIDS candy was tonight, several minutes ago.
You were not informed of AIDS while in school or anything, so I'm very disappointed in our education
Apparently
system.
not.
The first rebrand debuted in the UK. Slim was appended to AIDS to create a new name, AIDS Slim. Marketing strategists quickly criticized the choice since it still contained the name of a disease.
A disease notorious for,
Yeah.
causing
Wasting.
weight loss. Yes.
Sales did not improve despite new flavors, apple and black currant. Advertising renaming efforts and a subsequent US-focused campaign as Diet AIDS was also unsuccessful.
Diet.
I wonder why.
Diet Black
Yeah.
AIDS.
We live in a cursed age of cruelty. So anyways, guys of Arcadia, except not.
I'm going to pull up one more thing about this because it's an all-time like I'm laughing actually statement. In a September 1985 newspaper interview titled "AIDS Has Aided AIDS," the president of AIDS Manufacturing Company stated that sales had actually increased as a result of the connection, and that people who suffer from the disease are not the same people who are trying to
Not the same ones who are trying to what?
Lose weight, I presume?
It has been around for 45 years. Let the disease change its name. AIDS announced it was seeking a new name in 1988. Its sales has fallen as much as 50%. But yeah, an extremely I'm laughing actually sort of.
Don't write in the
interview
paper I was bad. Don't write in the paper I have AIDS.
So we've got what looks like ornithopters.
Just draw onto you 3.
Oh, Kavarats.
What? Why is this man named Tobar?
Tobar!
Well, you
Tobar
see,
related?
it's Tobar is Raboat spelled backwards.
This is true. Nilbog, it's goblin spelled backwards. Is Tobar related to Togor?
Apparently he's related to Mika. And Mika,
Well-
it just noticed that Mika has Lunar's Jessica's like Beast Man marks on her face.
Listen, sometimes
Apparently.
you're just a beast person.
I have to say, I simultaneously
he
like these character designs and also feel like they're the most like anime create a character things that I've seen in a while.
they are very
That's
an American person trying to do anime.
American person, stay away from me.
I mean that's pretty much the current political landscape, yes.
That's going to be the case for the next several decades.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we get to take our graduation exam, which is inevitably going to be our battle tutorial.
Yeah, don't fuck up or you don't graduate.
I like that these guys all have fantasy names. There's apparently a dude just named Fred. Talk to
Aerith
Fred.
and Bob, I think, was the TV tropes page for that.
Where's Tobar?
He ran away. We lost. Oh wait, no, that's Fred.
Now, whenever Tobar isn't on screen, everyone should be asking, "Where's Tobar?"
Where's Tobar?
Where is Tovar?
We're just asking about Tobar.
We're gonna get sent on like 17 different fetch quests there. It'd be funny if this was like Dragon Quest 7 and it's just like 3 hours of absolutely no battles.
I mean, that would be the ultimate way to have accidentally pranked yourself.
I can't believe they're remaking that game.
I agree with you. When they first did the trailer and they panned across like the fishing village or whatever it's called, like my first thought was like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest 7. That's neat. Like somebody played that game. And then it's like Dragon Quest 7. I was like, what in the fuck?
That might be the best-selling Dragon Quest in Japan if we just look at like initial release. So it was inevitable.
It was inevitable, but we've done 1 and 2 are coming out soon. We just had 3, and now we're skipping to 7.
I should point out that Yuji Horii, who has essentially no time or care for corporate like announcement structures, basically said in an interview, "We have other ones coming, but this one was going to be finished sooner, so we're releasing it sooner."
How old is Horii at this point?
Nearly 70.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was just thinking, like, he's been doing this a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're gonna fire Yuji Horii for like spilling the beans on shit.
Well, and also,
Yeah.
we're making other Dragon Quest remakes. It's like probably the least surprising thing anyone could hear.
Okay, excuse me. He is
Yeah.
71.
He's Fred the
But, yeah.
Fred. I'm sure he'll be fine. Nice.
But yeah, he is 71, and what's this man named Dremel? He's 71, and ultimately, like, yeah, like I think that it's fairly obvious that like 4 through 6 are inevitable.
I mean, he's probably called Dremel because he can make some pretty cutting remarks.
Oh,
Where's Togor?
Dremel should have been a secondary
He's
character in
taking
Girl
care of the
Taylor.
place while the master is away.
It'd be great if he had his own little theme song.
Dun 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 dun.
For Chrome's benefit, since that might be from before their time, that is a Manos to Hands of Fate joke.
I think they show that in schools now.
I've been out of school for over a year.
It is a very bad old movie that gained infamy in the 90s due to being featured on the television show Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I've never heard of that before.
It is the progenitor to like a good third of the internet, where someone sits in front of something bad and makes jokes about it until it's over.
Invented riffing.
Except this one involved puppets, so it was nicer.
They did Let's Plays of movies.
Kind of.
Also, complete with the little skits in the middle, I feel like they were also progenitors of the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's plenty of like MST3K episodes where I was just gonna occasionally look at the movie while I listen to them make jokes. Roll fizzle beef.
The crazy mixed up monsters
hard,
that
buddy.
stopped living and became dead or whatever. Nothing happened to that movie.
We put our faith in blast hard cheese.
Yeah, that was the origin of if you were in the Sex 2 channel that I ran my ovipositor down your neck and lay eggs in your throat. But I'm not an alien.
Dump Chunkman. Brithel McThornbody.
Is this just off the top of your head, fanboy?
Yeah.
I don't know whether to respect you or pity you.
They were all in a IRC trigger, weren't they?
There wasn't, there probably still is, but there is an IRC trigger back in Final Fight that was just like, I forget what the actual trigger was.
Was that one of Fly Rise?
Yeah, of course it's a Fly Rise trigger.
I'm pretty sure it was Manly Name.
Yeah, Manly Name sounds right.
Yeah.
I know that I remember watching hysterically a YouTube supercut of them just called The Many Names of David Ryder. I pulled this up. I'm sure it's still there. No one would ever kill such a beautiful thing.
Killing
YouTube knows what I'm looking for.
They killed it.
That's still here. It is 16 years old.
Dear God.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I feel
almost
like they
as
should
old
add
as
in
Chrome's.
the names they were trying to make
This is
themselves
about leave me alone.
when they were trying to make Alan Steele from Hercules happen.
For the record, I'm 19.
We said almost.
Yeah.
Butch deadlift.
The only one I remember is Biff Hardbody.
Thick run fast.
I love that I'm hitting speed and like my little thing is sparking at 100% and I feel like I'm moving at like sub Star Fox speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirk
Ba-do,
Hardback.
ba-do, 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 ba-do. Oh, so this is you're actually like flying as a thing that is theoretically challenging.
I mean, at the immediate moment, I don't know if this is just a movement tutorial or like what's going on with that, because like, I mean, I assume I can crash into things which I'm going to try to avoid. Oh, there's a threat scanner. Nope, no threats.
No threats for you, dipshit. Punch rock roll.
Can I do a barrel roll?
One way to find out.
Can
Tap
shoot a-
0R twice.
Yeah, that's what I tried, and I just switched characters apparently.
No, so
Why is
so
that?
sad.
Why is that changing the color of the ship?
Again,
Oh,
it
okay, so-
switches characters, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm just not sure why switching characters changes the color of the ship.
Well, you
guess they're
are
all
theoretically
individual shit.
steering like two different characters.
Disgusting.
Again, the sparking speed 100% versus like the leisurely pace at which I'm moving around is kind of hilarious.
Okay, so the other way you can do a barrel roll is to lightly apply rudder and then roll in the opposite direction.
I thought you had to hit the C down button twice.
Okay. Oh, because the two characters do something different. One has a speed boost and one has the threat scanner.
The threat scanner. You don't need that.
There we go. Seeing threats.
The real threat was the friends we made along the way.
That's concerning.
No, it's not.
No, it
Use
is.
the same weapon to
If I can-
attack things.
I mean,
as
if
do open a treasure chest.
If you've ever played Suikoden 2,
Turn order will be very important. Some combat, like boss encounters, may not allow retreating.
You can't tell me what to do.
I mean, we
Fuck you,
can.
I'll
I
do
just
what
don't
you
think
tell
you'll
me.
listen.
I've got this. Confirmed.
Crohn's is too old to listen to us.
This is the plan. Windwalker
It'll
here.
happen to you.
Listen up, team.
I'm gonna turn 20 years old in March.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Great. Once I'm able to legally drink, I'll be unstoppable.
That's going to be an absolute hell stream.
Okay, they're fine with me. Alright.
Confirmed.
Okay, so we got one wind elemental and one ice elemental. Okay.
Speaking of ice elementals, hi, Avi.
Good day and welcome to Skies of Arcadia
Hi.
and we have at home.
This is the plan.
We can get SP after every thing, I guess.
I've got this. Confirmed.
It does seem to remind me of Skies of Arcadia where you don't need speed because it bears.
I don't gotta go fast. You can't.
Listen up, team.
Oh man. Sorry, my fucking headset didn't work, so it's working now.
Were you
Welcome.
yelling Sonic the Hedgehog epitaphs at us and we could not hear that?
Chili dogs.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fuck.
Remember that Sonic show that had 3 Jaleel Whites?
You can't make me.
It's true.
Remember the theme that was called Toot Toot Sonic Warrior?
Yeah.
What?
Technically, its proper name is Sonic You Can Do Anything.
Hey Sonic, you can do anything you want to do, baby. Sonic is like, I'm consumed by Death Drive.
Why would that be the first thing that happened?
I mean, Sonic is consumed by Death Drive.
I contend that he's one of the few people in fiction who is not consumed by a death drive.
Why do you think he runs so fast all the time?
He's attempting to outrun the Death Drive.
That's
And he's succeeding!
No. Sonic's super ego is none other than Dr. Robotnik. Sonic is trapped in an endless war against himself. He seeks not the Chaos Emeralds, but a return to the nursery. But no such return is forthcoming.
What if
You know, I gotta
Sonic
disagree
Warrior.
with this. I think that's Shadow.
Sonic Warrior. Your hour is near at hand. You've got.
I mean, he's literally named Shadow. What could he be but the Jungian anima?
Take
He
a little
is.
thing. Flip on through. You gotta survive no matter what you do. You gotta do.
Windwalker here. Confirmed.
Hell yeah.
2-2. Sonic Warrior. The power is in your mind. Save the planet.
I appreciate you Shatnering Toot Toot Sonic Warrior.
2-2. Sonic Warrior.
True.
Space and time. 2-2. Sonic
I'm just
Correct.
visualizing some sort of interpretive dance.
Survive. The will to stay alive.
See, I'm imagining like
Mm,
fanboy in a tux on stage as like you know alternate versions of himself are superimposed into the shot, you know, a la Shatner's Rocket Man.
2-2. Sonic Warrior. Always take a chance. 2-2. Sonic Warrior. Never says he can.
I was part of the
Nothing.
common people on that album.
I'm glad that you've
Are
listened
you-
to enough of that album to have a favorite.
Are you
That's a rare
sure
one.
you want to live like common people? You want
I
to do whatever
want
common
to do
people
whatever
do.
common people do.
Okay, here's
You
my
would've-
take. I generally kind of like Shatner's version of common people more than I do Pulp's.
I wouldn't say I like
Kinda
it more,
makes
but I
me
definitely can listen to it. Like, I enjoy it.
Because Pulp, I gotta say, Pulp's version is full of I don't know. There's just a blistering hatred behind that song that I think goes beyond just having met a rich person into like into that reflexive, like supernova hot disgust that all English can carry sometimes for women.
I said
three
pretend like
things-
you've got no money. He just laughed and said, "Oh, you're so funny." And I said, "Yeah." Well, I don't see anyone else laughing over there.
The
Sounds
three
like
things
something you would
being
hear from someone who's angry in a bar.
Yeah. No, exactly. This is the kind of story you would hear from a guy at a bar, either just before he falls off his stool, or before he becomes a person of interest in an attempted shooting beef.
Wow.
There's wisdom in these words.
Thank you.
Among other things.
Sonic Warrior, Sonic Warrior.
Sometimes I just want a big old can of Yoder's beef chucks.
Don't know what that is.
I don't either.
You know, I bought
I don't know that I'm ready to.
I bought one of those cans for the exclusive purpose of, like, if the world collapses, I'll have one piece of steel.
Man, you are having a broad definition of a decent meal.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's better than, like, the flesh of a squirrel.
I don't know the
I don't think those are the only two things you'll get to eat.
Are you sure you want to eat a
Hey, you could be a normal person and like buy cans of prepper food
Windwalker, I've got
or
No.
tubs of.
Nope. I want 20 chunks. Nothing else besides. God, I forgot that Bridgeford makes MRE Pop-Tarts for the Department of Defense, and as I recall, each of these contains enough sodium to straight up kill a man.
Good lord.
If you
I can believe that.
This is the plan.
I believe Zodar once described it as when you want to die as you lived, full of salt.
Yeah, I mean that'll preserve your corpse a fair bit.
Yeah, this is legitimately 800 milligrams of sodium inside of a single shelf-stable blueberry turnover.
That
Human
is
jerky.
almost just a gram. That's upsetting.
Just a gram of salt in your blueberry pastry.
That's
How much is in a cup ramen?
Shine bright.
probably. But you expect that to be salty.
Yeah, you do. I mean, as I recall, cup ramen actually has a worse nutritional profile than puffy Cheetos.
God, that's depressing.
I could
Yeah.
have been eating so many more Cheetos in college.
MREs for when you don't want to poop for a week.
I mean, that's just a side benefit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm done with that for a while. And all I had to
Well, when you're out in the field, you don't have a toilet to poop into, so yeah.
Yeah, like that's a side benefit is that you do not need to like. You're out in the field. Your pooping is like an anti-priority. You want to avoid that. Like it's civilian you that has to pay for this.
So I looked it up, and apparently Yoder's beef chunks do actually exist. They
No, I
are
believe
in cans labeled Yoder's beef chunks, and I kind of don't like it.
I'm
It's
not exaggerating that I have one of those cans. Like, if I wasn't playing a
Yeah.
video game right now, I would go take a picture of it.
It does sound like something you'd find in a video game. It's like when I first saw an actual calorie made on a shelf.
Oh god, yeah.
I wonder how he's doing. Hope he's doing good.
Just such an unpleasant sounding thing in like your mouth.
Yeah.
Beef
Yeah,
chunk.
you really couldn't make something more unappetizing sounding.
Yeah, you gotta work hard for that. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to come up with sound just less appetizing than beef chunk.
Roger.
Especially without the word like reconstituted in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. Now reconstituted insulates you from the horror
Or
of what's to come.
mechanically separated.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, mechanically separated. You know, it's like this is a more precise separation than one could hope for from mere hourly.
This also means that there was something, there was some, like, you're probably eating the parts that someone decided were not good enough for another product.
Yeah, that's that
It's
is
basically exactly that.
I
like,
remember.
So
Oh, good.
so what like
Yeah, I know what
when
it
you
is.
hear yeah, they take the carcasses that have been picked clean,
Yeah.
the stuff that, you can pick, and then they spray it with a fire hose, basically.
Oh yeah. Give me that mechanical separation, baby. Man. Oh yeah.
Roger.
Beef
Yeah.
chunk.
Just to say that somehow an episode of Primal has come across my desk, and somewhere that makes Beat very happy.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you have not seen that before.
Oh yeah. I watched it for a while and then I stopped.
Confirm.
At some point, like you were going to mention that to me, you'll be like, "Oh, that's why I suddenly had a joy in my heart in the middle of the night."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the time zone's really
man.
throwing things
Now-
off right now.
It's
brief now.
specifically this is the episode where the Englishman gets attacked by the insane dude and has to get like progressively more savage to beat him.
Yeah, we saw that.
I mean that's just what English people do.
Yeah, absolutely.
About a year ago, I want to say, on Outer Heaven.
Yeah, B definitely uploaded that.
Yeah.
Windwalker here.
Beef chunk.
I've got it.
What sounds more disgusting than beef chunk?
Trump's beef chunks.
What?
Trump's
Don't worry
beef
about
chunks.
Yeah, you put if you tell me that Trump was involved in it, they automatically make it worse. That's a cheat code.
Yeah.
Roger.
These are not FDR.
Here I comes, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscle.
He's the first member of the DK crew.
I break them down when the day is solid or frail. Like the rest of independence, my first breath, first chest, be the right
I gotta
thing.
admit, spotted dick and blood pudding are not very appetizing names for food.
Yeah, but those are at least funny.
This is the plan.
I like that. I like that
Toad in the
Fanboy-
hole.
Toad in the hole's good. Solid. I love that Fanboy has like a true love of music, but specifically only for albums that would get your ass kicked if you were in the 5th grade. Like,
I will be the one to set your heart free true. I'm just up with the evil spirits that's in you.
My first experience having my musical taste made fun of was in 7th grade.
see, I went from a like country school to like an all black private school in middle school. It was utterly devastating to my media choices.
I was like continuing to enjoy ska into the 2000s, so none of your like insults to my music taste can even remotely hope to hurt me.
I don't know that I've ever actually had my music tastes made fun of. They're like too
Too esoteric.
Shitty.
I mean,
taste made
yeah.
fun of. I've just busted that wide open for you.
But then I am the kid who like was able to mostly phonetically sing anime theme songs when I was in high school. So
you just didn't hear them because you were too busy singing.
exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Man. I mean, I ran with a bunch of nerds, but I do not think a single one of us had figured out anime theme songs.
I learned how to read hiragana by the karaoke on anime openings.
Wow.
I feel like you could probably successfully convince someone there was a Ranma arc that had a Yapapai strap match in it.
Yeah. Someone said the beautiful words. Strapation.
Oh god.
It's as somebody with my particular proclivities, I have always been disappointed that a strap match is not what I think it is.
Yeah, I figured you were going to bring that one up. It's a format that's fallen out of favor, much as the on a pole match has. It's just not that exciting.
Well, I think the pole match peaked with the Buff Bagwell's mom on a pole match.
Yeah, it was really impossible to go anywhere from there.
Every now and then I have this feeling that I there's so much wrestling that I have missed out on.
I wouldn't say missed out is the right term for that.
There are many wrestling references which I do not get.
That's more accurate.
That's fair.
Listen, the important thing to get is the Dusty Rhodes Hard Times promo.
The Hard Times promo I know is the one that mashes that song up with the Sonic Ice Cap Zone and is really catchy.
Okay, yeah, that fits. But I feel like I could probably make inroads in the modern internet by just saying, by just entering any discussion where someone's like talking about the benefits of LLMs by saying, "A computer has taken your job, Daddy."
Hell yeah. Go watching a kick in the ass.
You have posted like a creep, like not a copy pasta.
Like, I'm already like just imagining if I just like replaced a significant chunk of the Final Fantasy Tactics dialogue with Dusty Rhodes' fucking Dusty Rhodes promos, but particularly the Hard Times promo.
Okay, so I'm just going to point out that character portrait aside, our main character does not have a smile that ever leaves his face. So, like, he's considering his dead father by just bowing his head with a smile.
It's like how mascot heads work.
Yeah, exactly.
It is making me like remember how good the original's face animations were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very smart about this. But yes, I also want to do a brief shout out to make clear that when I made that particular like Dusty Rhodes dialogue in FF Tactics shitpost, dear friend Kishi immediately responded without further context with, "Sorry, Daddy, computer took your job."
I mean, like, if there's anybody in the world who is at all anywhere near your level, fanboy, it's Kishi.
You can always count on Kishi.
Anywhere near
Always
your
count on
level.
Kishi. Nah, man, Kishi's one of a kind. One of a kind. Space Mutiny. This is where I say Space Mutiny is actually a very interesting movie.
It's a fascinating film.
Fascinating movie.
This is Mutiny, Mr. Space Christian. Mutiny.
But what's
They
important
said
is his big look on
Blow
his
me
face.
away.
Oh man, I don't know. I always. Nah.
Red
Nah,
Brown
get
was an
into
odd man. It remains an odd man.
Who's that?
Red Brown.
The guy who played Piff Hardbody.
Okay.
He's he also portrayed Captain America in several made-for-TV films.
Oh, was he in Captain America?
Yeah.
Seems
baby.
appropriate. He's a big McLarky.
Incredible,
if
incredible
there's-
list of B films.
Yeah, like he's kind of the perfect choice to cast for that role. So
You're
Oh,
the
man.
hunter from the future. Howling 2, your sister is a werewolf. Strike Commando, Space Mutiny, and Robo War.
Oh god, that's so good. Oh my god, Albert Pune died. That's man.
Aw.
Oh, he was only 69 years old.
Solemn nice.
The man who directed Cyborg, a confounding film. Anything that weird and boring has to be good on some level, I hope.
I'm kind
Like
of
the-
losing my mind at how good the subtitle of Captain America 2 he's in is. Captain America 2, Death Too Soon.
That's so
Like that
hard.
should be, like that should be the subtitle of a direct-to-DVD Bloodsport knockoff.
That should be. God. I'm looking at the other Albert Pune pictures here. We've got Alien from LA. We've got Deceit, Captain America, Blood Match, Kickboxer 2, and then he turns it all around with Doll Man.
Oh,
Doll Man? Oh my god.
Oh shit, he directed Arcade. I didn't know that. I saw Arcade.
Arcade's Revenge.
We've
Spider-Man and the
had
X-Men
quite a
Arcade's
few
Revenge.
Albert Pune movies on Outer Heaven.
Oh man, this is wild. He directed Kickboxer 2 and Kickboxer 4. He only gets even numbered Kickboxer.
Well, you know, if it follows the same rule as Star Trek movies, that means it's mostly good ones.
See? Okay.
That
let's
rule's
see.
not really accurate.
He did a Hong Kong thriller starring Robert Patrick named Hong Kong 97.
Robert Patrick.
T-1000. Also Doggett on X-Files.
Peacemaker.
He's done a lot of Canadian media.
I simul-watched the entirety of the X-Files with a friend a number of years ago, and every opportunity she had, and she had many, she whenever Doggett did something, she would find a way to like reference, you know, have you seen this boy, or other, you know, Terminator memes.
God, I forgot about Albert Pune's like late 90s output. It's incredible. He did the film Crazy Six starring Ice-T.
Okay.
Mean Guns, which is a legitimately fun movie. Like the idea is that all of these like hitmen have been trapped on this island and are forced to kill each other. And so there's the scene where they like look around and realize they're surrounded by guns, and they all pick up the guns and start trying to blast each other, but all of them are empty. And then like an alarm goes off and a bunch of bullets get dropped from the ceiling. It's like, oh, that's fucking sick.
As you do.
Oh man. Starring none other than Christophe Guy Denis Lambert.
Them batter.
A man who had to learn the script to Highlander phonetically.
That explains a lot, honestly.
He when he showed up on set, he spoke one sentence of English.
It is amazing
weird thing is
Highlander is as good of a movie as it is.
Yeah.
And I assure you that is faint praise.
I mean, Highlander is such a fucking good movie. For something that was made for $12 and like
Sean Connery
Like,
got paid more for lunch.
It's.
My
I would
brother
say.
has mixed feelings about
Queen
Highlander.
albums.
I would say Highlander is not a good movie, but it is a great movie.
I think Highlander is a good movie. It entertains from bell to bell.
And
Yeah,
also Princes of the Universe is on it.
Yeah, oh god, Prince.
I was
It
about to say
is
the soundtrack
so
exists.
fucking hard.
Here we are, born to be kings.
Here we
Yeah,
are.
there are very few problems that you cannot throw a Queen album at and at least partially solve.
And I will
brother
say
says-
that like the Highlander television series existed exclusively so you could hear that song once a week.
Also,
only things
like
he likes about
Adrian Paul with
Highlander are-
long hair was hot.
Or the soundtrack and the animation. He said the rest of the movie was very uncomfortable, but without that, he would not have enjoyed Highlander 2 as much as he did.
And I was about to say Highlander 2 being a movie that did not understand anything about what made Highlander 1 any good.
How dare you say that about
And
something
yet-
that finally
and yet-
taught us about Planet Zeiss?
No, okay. Highlander 2 did not understand anything about Highlander 1, but Highlander 2 is still a fantastic movie.
I will
Absolutely.
fight you.
Oh, no, it's great. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It is. It is. 2 odd
The purpose
hours
of a film is
of
to be
Christopher
entertaining.
Lambert and
The bear.
Sean Connery ship bait from start to finish.
If the purpose of a film is to be entertaining, it succeeds on that measure.
It truly is an
And-
entertaining picture.
And if the purpose of a movie is to say that these two men desperately need to kiss, it also succeeds wildly.
Is that what the quickening is?
our stand. We were born to be princes of the universe.
Also, I don't know if I appreciate or am weirded out by the fact that our main character just was like,
People say
"Hey mom, you suck. You know dad's dead. Okay, I'm going to bed."
So sometimes you just need a nap. I ain't here to pretend that I wasn't tired after my parents died.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which type of Koei dad, I wonder, is the most likely to die young?
Oh, I feel
I
like
said the
that.
Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme, Dad.
Like, I feel like the Dynasty Warriors dad, like, has a constant flow of things to keep them going through hard times.
Guitar Man dad is having a bad time.
Hard times. That's not Koei at all.
Well, there's your problem.
I feel like the PTO dad feels correct. Like that's the dad that, like, they're up playing Pacific Theater of Operations late into the night and having like stressful World War II debates, and then some days it just catches up to you.
You know what?
I mean,
I accept it. I accept it.
yeah, and
Koei
at least
published
the
Guitar
advantage
Man,
of that
thank
is, you're less likely to encounter the really weird dads with that side of World War II.
That's true. Like, but if you're like, Koei has never produced a play as Nazis game.
Which is good. I give them, some degree of credit for that.
Good.
But the PTO dad also has not been fed since the PlayStation 2, so they are suffering.
Oh, he's an empty man, hollow but not bitter. Not bitter. Like
I just
tactics, dad. No,
I gotta, echo the words of Stephanie Sterling here, and that we cannot forgive them for what they did to Jong He.
My strongest feelings, like, there is the Uncharted Waters father who looks out upon the sea and longs for the day when an English copy of the rest of the Uncharted Waters games washes upon the shore.
Well, my dad satisfied that particular urge by playing the slightly obscure Sid Meier's Civilization spin-off Colonization.
Oh, I know Colonization.
I played that game so much.
AP,
I was deeply mentally ill at the time.
I mean no injury by saying this. No part of that surprising.
For AV or for me?
AV.
Okay.
And I am a Gemfire dad, which is both rare and pitiable. The Gemfather. Let it be said though that the Gemfire soundtrack is probably the hardest one that Koei ever released, and Koei has some fucking good music.
It sounds like it's honestly weird when you think about it. No, I'm just saying it's honestly weird when you think about it, because like it's not the kind of thing you would, like, many of their products are not the kind of thing you would associate with memorable music of any stripe, and yet here we are.
That's absolutely true.
And yet I can still to this day hum the Genghis Khan 2 theme
Land of
from
the Grey
memory.
Wolf.
Yes. I accidentally learned to play it on my dad's Casio keyboard because, oh goodness, did Dad play a lot of that game, and I would sit there with the keyboard bored, and I eventually figure out
Keyboard, you
do
said.
do do do
Oh.
do 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 do.
Fuck it, I'm listening to the Gemfire soundtrack now. Fuck.
You're welcome.
It's like, do I want the orchestrated OST? Do I want the blast processed Gemfire Genesis? Oh no. I crave only the richest of 16-bit sound chips. I crave the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, you gotta get the Genesis for that ridiculous like meow.
If you want a gummy bass, you gotta go Genesis. But otherwise, Super Nintendo.
I feel like it would be like I wouldn't want anything to be gems based, but I do feel like Gemfire just for thematics should be gems based.
Yeah. I feel that.
One of the most fascinating things to me, and part of the reason that I've become like passionate about understanding what Koei is the concept of a remake of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 having been released. By dint of like, what could you possibly be doing in a Romance of the Three Kingdoms game that would not better facilitate making a new Romance of the Three Kingdoms game?
Also, like, so what is the difference between a remake of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 9?
So there are actually like 2 or 3 different broad paradigms that Romance of the Three Kingdoms games fall into. 8's a pretty specific one, but it's also just like, despite the fact that technically they are all the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, certain ones will have very individual and exacting fan bases, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 remake is meant to show that, like, this is for the sickos that like this particular kind, and we have got, like, it is not necessarily a reflection of where the series is going from here. We have simply remade this particular title.
Where the series is going. Has the series gone anywhere in the last 30 years?
Yes, somehow. It's very strange. And also Dynasty Warriors 3 remake that just got announced.
Hell yes. I'm so glad I've been practicing bubble letters, because like now I get to draw the word. I get to draw Dynasty Warriors in big old bubble letters.
I still have etched in my brain my brother, who is thankfully, I am pretty sure he will never be a father and thus never be a Dynasty Warriors 4 dad.
He can be spiritually a Dynasty Warriors 4 dad.
He could, but I would not wish.
I would say that if he spiritually became that dad, it would greatly increase his chances of physically becoming that dad.
Ladies love Dynasty Warriors 4.
Ladies love cool Dynasty.
but you know, anyone in an environment with that kind of dad is going to have the line etched in the neurons of their brain. The Soon family conquest begins here. Curse these Soon family invaders. I will need Lord Yuan Shu's help to drive them out.
I mean, I'm always gonna be fucking, like, pressed by the existence of Dynasty Warriors 5's voiceovers with things like, I am Cow P. That's not how that name's pronounced.
Not even a little bit.
Did Dynasty Warriors ever get, like, voice actors who actually know how to pronounce pinyin?
Eventually they stopped having English voices.
Okay,
that's one way to solve it.
Because, and of course, then you get to deal with people, who are pronouncing them, with onyomi readings instead of, modern Chinese pronunciations of either Cantonese or Mandarin varieties.
I'm just imagining the Kawhi board meeting where they were like, the pitiable Gaijin has failed us for the last time as they play the I am Cow P clip.
I do sometimes think about the fact that you can always tell what the first the first licensed Dynasty Warriors spinoff was because for some reason they could not come up with how to name it, so they just said fuck it, Dynasty Warriors Gundam. And in all other instances, in every future instance, it would have been just called Gundam Warriors.
Yeah, and also I gotta ask, what's the difference between Dynasty Warriors Gundam and Super Robot Wars?
It's actually closer to SD Gundam G Generation in that it is only Gundams crossing over with Gundams.
We all have a dark
These are important distinctions.
No, I support this. Quarrel, I will back thee.
On the other hand, imagine if they made an actual Dynasty Warriors Gundam, by which I mean, what mobile suit would Lu Bu be in? Please show your work.
Go.
I hold that he would be in the Turnak.
Go.
Please show your work.
I would hold that he would be in the Turnak.
Either that or the Epion. Because it's got to be one that is incredibly flamboyant and also kind of stupid.
Flamboyant, stupid, mind-bogglingly strong. The Turnak hits all of these.
That's fair. I also argue Epion kind of hits all of those.
Yeah.
But the Epion has lost the mandate of heaven.
You must not pursue Lu Bu.
I mean, to be fair, Lu Bu kind of lost the mandate of heaven.
Much like the Turnaks.
Yeah.
No, you've convinced me. You've convinced me.
This is the plan.
I just, I stand by my best, not my best, but the most relatable Dynasty Warriors shitpost I made. Might fuck around and pursue Lu Bu.
Windwalker here.
Followed a day later by, gonna be honest with you,
This is the plan.
didn't work out well for me.
I think the best Dynasty Warriors shitpost I ever did was before you could easily share video online. But I took the feature that unlocks when you beat the game of letting you substitute other characters in for the opening cutscenes and just replaced every character with Lu Bu.
Oh no, he's
So
getting pursued.
you had this one scene of Lu Bu dancing sexily for Lu Bu. And I feel
what's going on in Lu
feel
Bu's
that
mind
is
at all times.
appropriate.
Windwalker here.
I was made for love, baby.
I was made for love and Lu Bu.
Both of that transforms Lu Bu into the into the
plan.
Iron Age
This is
Tito Ortiz.
Yeah, I was about to say Tito. Lu Bu. Lu Bu.
I mean, is that wrong though?
I like how we're in 5 layers of in-joke at this point.
Tito.
Going deeper.
Well, I'm sure that our audience loves us for this.
We are our only audience, so that does make sense.
That's okay. I haven't understood what y'all have been talking about since I logged in.
Yeah, welcome to
What else is
Even
new?
Worse Casts.
Next week, Raider Dr. Jones and I talk about video games from 2002 for 45 solid nights.
Do not play with my heart like that. I can't believe I
Specifically
missed
only
that.
2002.
I would
It
literally.
was 90 solid minutes of talking about things like WWF Raw is War for the Xbox.
Jesus. No, man. If I had literally not been in the deepest Appalachian mountains, I would have popped in. But
Think of what you could have had.
think of what you could have had, Hogan. You know what you need to take your bubble letters to the next level?
Oh,
Highlighting. You've got to draw.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, you get the highlights going, baby.
Take your bubble letters to the absolute limit.
One.
Which doesn't quite fit the scansion of the Keijo line, but, you know, we work with what we got.
Man, I can't believe it took this long to have bubble letters.
Hey, one of your opponents is a former Antifa member and a former gang member.
This is the plan.
Former Antifa member.
They gave up on the anti-fascism. They were just kind of like, you know what, let it happen.
Now fascism neutral.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have a strong
was-
opinion about fascism anymore.
There was a like a news anchor guy who had, you know, on several separate occasions, former gang member, former Antifa member, who were like very clearly the same guy with the same like T-shirt wrapped around his face.
I was gonna say, if you need to put on a
Yeah,
mask,
very
that's all you have
distinctive
to do.
eyes. It's weird. Like, normally I would not be able to identify someone by their eyes. They found, like, the one person that has, like, such an odd, distinctive, like, brow and eye shape.
He's got like a fucking Australopithecus forehead and purple eyes, and they're like, this is the motherfucker we need. He'll wear the bandana and disappear.
Let's go.
Arius, freeze their foe!
I love one, how the Song of Ice and Fire series has characters with literally purple eyes, but to be a character to be one of the purple-eyed characters is to die horribly. It's just one of those things. It's like, no, I must have the purple-eyed temptresses.
Listen up, team!
Now they must suffer from my weakness.
That's fair.
Confirmed.
That's fair.
What would you do for purple eyes?
This is the plan.
To like, for your eyes to be purple, or to like, in some way like, be associated with somebody with purple eyes. How in what sense are we talking about here?
No, for purple eyes, black dragons.
Last dragon gotta be black.
This is the plan.
If I wanted to
Okay.
have purple eyes bad enough, I would get some colored contacts.
I've got this.
It's true, that would work.
That would work.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is firepower.
This will shock you.
So I'm assuming the mom character in this game is about to die because she's like joined us and is super strong, and like there's only one way that ends in an RPG.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't my mom be part of the party for the rest of the game? It makes perfect sense.
I mean, unless, because like there's only one character I know of in RPG history who like survived a heroic sacrifice scene, and that's Deckar Lufia 2.
Yeah, but Deckar is too stupid to die, so like I don't know if that counts.
And there's a difference between just, you know, being too stupid to die and then having, you know, a badass self-sacrifice scene where he's like, it's okay, I've forgotten how to lose. and then he just shows up later and he's fine. That's
Yeah, no,
that's not a thing you say if you're gonna live.
No, I mean,
but Deckard lived.
Deckard and Lufia 2 is just 100%. What happened there is the script says he's supposed to die, and just Deckard did not read that because he cannot read, and just showed up later, and just everyone's roll with it.
He's like Arthur's little sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Except for the entire world conforms to that.
I mean, what can we call the current year 2025 but proof that sheer stupidity can warp the world around us?
This is the plan.
I feel like you might be talking about current events, but I can't think of anything in particular.
It's because I'm talking about all of them.
Could be anything.
Anything at all.
You know, I come on this stream to be distracted by things that I don't know anything about. So thanks.
I mean, if you want, you can try and figure out what the hell nighttime status event is. Like, don't know what that's about.
So what are you playing?
I am playing... Okay, so Beat has been playing 7 weeks of Skies of Arcadia.
Right.
This is theoretically what they attempted, and by they I mean like a group of dedicated fans attempted to create as sort of a modern version of Skies of Arcadia, which is itself like 20 years old. And it is so far just kind of forgettable.
I feel bad because there's obviously there is effort put into this. This doesn't look like something that was half-assed.
Well, sort of. I mean, like, I feel like there's a number of things that keep happening that are almost amusing in what they're doing. Like, for instance, like, you've noticed the attacks are basically, like, it looks cool, but it's also just a zoom in on a plane while a character portrait vibrates. Like, there is definitely stuff happening that is,
And it is done in the very nature of this game means you're going to see that exact animation a lot. That's fair, but it like it doesn't feel like this game was in any way lazy. It feels like that sort of thing's more of a they didn't have the budget to do something better, but also like yeah, the game kind of suffers from that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Tumblr art style.
Yeah, I do not detect any like insincerity in the creation of this.
Yes, no, I would agree that there is not insincerity.
We made the game bad, ironically. Night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, bye.
That was faster than I expected, but
Let's go.
Bon Mott and go.
We all have a dark side.
That is the only time I have ever heard those words said out loud, and not written on the Simpsons My Dinner with Andre arcade machine.
Windwalker here.
Look, you push up on the joystick, you get a Bon Mott.
I've got this.
This is the plan.
This is firepower.
But yeah, and also I was concerned about the only dog fighting that was advertised, but like you're battling in ships, but these are 100% just typical RPG battles in a ship.
Yeah. And I'll grant that I don't like. I've seen Beat do enough of the ship combat in Skies of Arcadia that I know what it looks like, but I don't know what like the particulars of what he was doing really meant. Because there was that weird grid thing.
That's all you really
Yeah, whereas this looks just very, very straightforward. I understand exactly what was happening here because I have played Final Fantasy. I've played, Dragon Quest.
What I would say about this is that it has kind of the problem you sometimes see with RPGs that maybe are lacking something in budget or like a first attempt where like the visual language of the battle is kind of hard to parse and the animations for a normal attack are probably too long. It is a very garden variety RPG kind of problem.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But it's a shame because, this vibes that it was a labor of love, and it's sad that they weren't able to make something that was, more polished.
Yeah.
I mean, and also just so far, I mean, I know RPGs are in and of themselves like cliches at this point, so to speak, but there's been nothing about this so far that is like remotely a hook, as far as I'm concerned. Like literally, we just had the main character's town just got destroyed after we did the training mission, and here's mom like, promise me you'll look for your dad or whatever, and like exactly what's happening. Like I called it 10 minutes ago in this dungeon.
Yeah, you did. Like we have a record of you calling it 10 minutes ago.
The currents are too strong.
Not that we'd need a record because like I don't mean to bully you here on like Fanboy, but it doesn't take a lot to be able to see that coming.
Yeah, no, I mean everything about what has happened so far, and it's the kind of thing that, like, I mean, this is extrapolating an entire game from its opening hours, but I feel like it's the kind of game that, like, you could play through in its entirety, and then a year later somebody asks you what happened, and you're like, there was a bad guy with white hair, and we beat him, and maybe I'm thinking of Legend of Legaia, too?
Legaia 2? Dual Saga?
Dual Saga.
Dual Saga.
Like, it's kind of funny because when the plot is super generic, that's when you notice, like, the little things, like a guy whose mouth is entirely angry triangles. Like, that's the kind of stuff that winds up standing out, because everything else is just, like, evil white-haired guys hanging out on a purple neon ship.
As one does.
Exactly. But yeah, no, nothing about this has seemed, like, offensively bad, but by the same token, I have not had anything happen that has made me, like, oh man, I gotta see what happens.
It hasn't been offensively good either.
Yes. I mean, the grand joke of any video game that's released nowadays is that you're competing against, like, a single Steam sale where you can buy 600 games. Like, I've got other options right now. I could be playing Hades too.
You could. Or where you could be flirting with the personification of Doom itself.
Yeah,
himself.
As you do.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. I just thought the game just froze, but it just was taking its sweet time. Also, our main character is named Glenn, and I have no idea if that's a Chrono Trigger reference.
I hate that name, Glenn.
Glenn.
You hate frog?
I knew a Glenn when I was in grade school.
You didn't have to.
Morning, someone.
I don't.
In grade school, you kind of don't have a choice about who you know.
He lived in the subdivision next to mine.
You don't have a choice on who you know. You always have a choice to not know someone. Hi, I'm Glenn. Fuck you. We're not doing that today. Not today, Glenn. Okay, so here it actually feels like you're moving fast when you're moving fast. That's neat.
And some of that could. So one of the funny things is that the higher up you are above the ground, the slower it feels like you're going. So there could be some illusion of that, or it could just be that the game is inconsistent about what speed means.
Yeah, no, the inconsistency seems to be the answer here because I got higher and it didn't seem like that was moving any differently.
Fair enough.
Alright, moms are tough. Moving on. We had our one powerful character, now it's back to having our usual party of losers.
As you do.
Oh my god, he's got his face down with I saw my mom's plane falling engulfed in flames, or he's got that same stupid smile on his face.
Well, he's probably thinking, look, we didn't
I'm so
find her
angry,
body.
I lost
She's
everything.
Probably not actually dead.
Oh, and now we're in a cutscene. He actually kind of reminds me of an Over the Garden Wall style character, but like
That's
not
what I'm
quite.
saying.
I'm sorry,
Tumblr
Crows, I
art
didn't hear you
style.
saying that.
It feels very, very okay. Like I've just been saying. Okay, I've just been saying Tumblr art style and
Okay,
not
yeah.
elaborating. I might as well. Okay, there is a very distinct, like almost like 2010s ish, like feel to the art style.
I mean, just so
Because,
long
like,
as you don't say Cal art style, you're allowed to say whatever you want.
No, I would not. I would not invoke those words. I would not invoke the words of Michael John Chris Falusi.
Banned
Otherwise,
phrases on the
John
stream.
K.
Donk, as
Because,
they sometimes sound.
Also, one of the characters' names is Ren.
Like Ren and Stimpy?
Apparently.
Yes.
Ren
I have
and
recently heard Ren being a nickname or short for Lauren.
Never heard that one.
I mean, that is I don't mean to like insult the real human being who is Ren, but it 100% sounds like somebody comes up for a cool teen drama where like the girl that wears the baseball cap backwards is everyone calls her Ren even though her name's Lauren. Like some 40-year-old put that in a script thinking they were cool.
I'll put you in a script and you'll think it's cool. And it'll be alive then too.
I know another Erica who goes by Ricky, so...
Is she so fine? Is she so fine it blows my mind?
No, that's Mickey.
Oh, fuck off.
Does she play the bongos in a club?
I don't know about her musical proclivities. I just know that she's
Does
like
she
85.
make me so mad? Yeah, that's right. People come to even worse streams for the Lucy jokes.
Yeah, as I was saying, there's like there seems to be like very, I want to say like 2010s. I cannot like I can't really place like I guess mid to late, like one would say, but they're like I don't know, just like very like Over the Garden Wall, very Steven Universe inspired, and it's just I don't know, like you can see it. Like I like I don't know, it's something just I am innately familiar with because I was on the internet during that time and in like either in those communities or like as an outsider like peering in being like I want to be there but I'm 12 years old.
Chromes, I need you to tell me about your gem Sona.
Whatever. For the record, a lot of people made them based on their birthstones.
Okay, so what was yours?
You didn't?
Opposed to what?
Aquamarine. I remember making mine before the character Aquamarine was in the show. So I did not have a baseline for that sort of thing. But she's a little shit, so,
You're saying your gem Sona was cool before it was cool.
Yeah.
I will admit, told me he went to school with Rebecca Sugar.
That's so cool.
Who went to school with Rebecca Sugar?
He went to high school with Rebecca Sugar.
Who did?
That's cool. My friend.
Oh, that's cool. I kept not hearing like the first word of that sentence.
I heard.
Dang, is everybody having connection issues?
No, I heard you just fine.
Yeah, it's Goggle Bob's fault. It's being Goggle Bob.
I heard that Rebecca Sugar is like directing like some sort of like Moomins thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes the Moomins.
Which I just this weekend before that announcement, I introduced somebody to the Moomins, so I was really kind of amazed when like moments later a movie was announced. It's like here's that thing I was saying. They're really popular in Europe. I
weird
assure you.
Weird when the twists and eddies of the universe align in such a way that it's
Moomin based.
Yes.
Now you got me thinking about my gemstone. God damn it. It was like ages ago,
You can never give up your gem soda.
Good night, all.
And
have a good one.
Night.
Night.
Because of like the style limitations of the time, I have like the vaguest memories of it. But like because of like the limitations of like okay, there are only like at the time there were only like a couple of like gem like races like depicted in the series.
Yeah, so it was still like seasoned water, so I presume.
And Aquamarine was not like a character yet. I remember like watching that episode as it aired. So that was like before that. So I to my memory, I don't have these drawings anymore. I'm just going off like solely purely based on memory. Like I modeled mine like after like a quartz.
No, that's fair.
It's like like if I had that reference point, I would I feel like it would have been so much better. I'll revisit it. Everyone here treats me like a child anyway.
It's not anything against you. It's just that we are literally old enough to be your parent.
No, yeah, like
and I will say it's affectionate. At least I will say from my.
Yeah, we do not intend to be mean in any way.
It's a matter of we basically go off on a tangent talking about something that happened, 30 years ago, and then we draw back and say, which is
No,
older.
it's
I
like
mean, how many of us had Sonic Sonas when we were?
I will say I never had a Sonic Sona. However, I did basically create my own off-brand X-Men. Like nobody would ever identify that this was just straight up the X-Men. Like the main leader character was just basically Cyclops, but he wore sunglasses instead of a visor. Like no one will ever figure out this.
I did that, but for Final Fantasy IV and later 6.
Oh yeah, well
with,
I definitely made my whole
obviously a
ass
self-insert
RPG.
pro tag. So, yeah. So and I'm old enough that I can admit that, and I don't particularly cringe at it anymore.
But
particularly.
and also I will point out that my RPG party, like the Red 13, the mascot type character, was 100% just basically a Kirby blob because he was super easy to draw.
That's very fair.
Like, I figured this thing out.
I'm just remembering the old days of Steven Universe.
The party I had was it was for elemental characters named after myself and my friends from like kindergarten and first grade.
Makes perfect sense.
And that later evolved into an actual kind of universe that I keep intending to do something with, but I have since severely filed the serial numbers off and thrown little bits of my own fascination with mythology into to make it even more removed from that. But the characters still roughly exist-ish.
That's important. Oh, I will say the one unique thing about this game is that they kind of like traversal is at least a little bit interesting with you're flying a plane, but it's not that interesting. And it feels weirdly weightless. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
no, I can get that. Like as somebody who like plays a lot of flight sims, any any game where you're just casually flying things around where they expect it to be played by normal human beings is gonna feel a little like weightless and not quite right, but I can kind of see that this is even more so. Like in Sonic Racing Transformed, when you're in plane mode, you don't go down to go faster.
That's weird.
Also, it looked like your plane can go straight up and down, which planes for everybody's reference, since I'm sure none of you already knew this, planes can't go straight up and down.
Roger.
You're thinking of rockets, they're a different thing.
or rotary wing aircraft, your helicopters, your autogyros.
They can go straight up and down for a minute.
Yeah, they definitely can't go straight down.
Well, they
effectively get you to the ground.
You're almost never going to be able to get one to go straight down with its nose level to the horizon.
There you go.
If it's going straight down, it's almost certainly going to either be pointing nose down or butt down.
Something has gone terribly wrong to put us in this situation.
Exactly.
Yes, so we're sorry to say that the air traffic controllers have been furloughed. That's what's happening to you right now. We
That
apologize
has
for the
nothing to do with
inconvenience.
it. The air traffic controllers don't fly the plane, sir.
But they might be a reason why you're going straight down to the ground.
No. That's still gonna be the pilots.
Not if you run into something.
If you run into something in the air, that's still a pilot problem.
Well, it's definitely a pilot problem.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Or like a
So
mountain.
air traffic controllers are not necessary? Is that what you're saying?
That's not at all what I said. I just said if you find that the plane is in a nosedive, it is not the fault of the air traffic controller.
Walker here.
Albatross.
I've got it. Should we? Confirm.
Well, I mean, the air traffic controller could, in theory, give you a directive to, reduce your airspeed to, below stall speed.
They don't really give you speed direction. They just give you direction.
This is the plan. Confirm.
I'm not sure they're explaining this accurately. I have no brain left.
That's fair. I don't either.
We need a guest air traffic controller on the street.
I am not coming from a place of any particular knowledge here. I'm coming from a place of contrarianness.
Fair enough.
Contrarian.
Listen up.
Yeah.
I've got this. Can't say no to Roger.
Sometimes I just repeat words that are said here.
It's okay, that's how
That's
you
fair.
learn.
See what happens.
Also, every time you do a battle, your plane comes to a complete stop, just in the air.
Speaking of awkward moments in traveling, things that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, there's just something about the fact that, like, every time you've been in a ship so far, like, they kind of make a point of, like, this is a dangerous area or whatever. And I would just say the movement feels, like, leisurely. Like, just kind of drifting along.
Just rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow.
Roger. Confirm. Mika reporting.
Keep up, Lizard Hawk.
That sounds mean.
I mean, I will say at least
What they ever do to you?
the monsters
Right?
do look like somebody designed them as opposed to just generic Disney Angry Bird.
They do, yeah.
You're an angry bird.
I am an Angry Bird. Anybody actually watched the Angry Birds movie? It was very racist.
I've got
Oh no.
It's been a while since I watched that.
It just like the whole plot is the pigs show up and everyone's like, should we trust the pigs? The pigs are like, we're friendly. And then it turns out that all pigs are evil. And it's kind of like, oh, I don't know what the moral is here. Don't trust pigs.
Well, obviously,
Oh, okay. So it's not specifically racist against actual.
Yeah, I guess the
I guess
appropriate
you
statement would
could-
be it's xenophobic. Like, it is 100% like, do not trust outsiders, even if, like, even if it seems like they're good, it turns out they're bad.
Roger.
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 Don't trust foreigners.
For a second, my brain tried to parse that as "don't trust barters." And
That too.
You know,
Wait, then people won't trust me.
as somebody who has experienced flatulence, I can say, don't trust barters.
Give me your power.
Somebody who has experienced flatulence. One day I hope to experience flatulence like all of you. Picturing somebody saying to like a parent, like, "Mom, I've experienced flatulence. You don't have to tell me how this goes." Also, it seems like we have the RPG problem of like status effects don't do enough for it to seem like they're useful, but by the same token, like there's nothing different about just choosing attack as opposed to doing the status effect.
Yeah, status effects can be real hard to get right in an RPG.
Yeah, like I mean, like it's obvious that like poisoning your opponent does extra damage, but it's not like it does extra damage to the point that it's like, oh, now this battle.
It's not going to shave a round off of your.
Yeah, exactly. Like
combat.
It all very looks nice, at least.
It does, yeah. No, like these are the flying around is it's nice to look at.
God, every time I have a fight against like 4 different opponents, it's just like, oh, we're gonna be here for a while.
Although the flying a plane part of my brain is looking at how you're traveling through those trees, and it's like that's way too slow for an actual plane.
Yeah, no, I will say my number one complaint is just that it feels slow, which like when you're literally flying a plane, a thing not known for being slow.
Yeah, no, like it looks like if you hit one of those trees, it'd be like a bonk, rather than
You're definitely moving it around at like what I would consider to be like bug speed. like you've got a little bumblebee plane basically. And it's not terrible, it just doesn't feel right. Like there are some games where the movement does feel just terrible.
Yeah. And in the game's defense, for it to feel right in a plane would also be a trade-off in how accessible it would feel. Like if you did hit something, it was a plane crash.
Well, and never mind a plane crash, but also the other side of it is just plain, like, if you can't navigate the dungeon of an RPG effectively, like, that's a pain in the ass. I can understand why if it was moving quickly, you'd be like, oh, screw this is, like, impossible to control. But by the same token, it definitely, the trade-off is like, why are we even doing this?
Roger. Light areas.
You know what it's kind of making me think a little bit of?
Go on.
Red Alarm.
I can kind of see it. No, also characters miss way too often because just for considering how long these battles are, just do 0 damage, it was like...
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who I don't like playing more modern ports of Final Fantasy VI because they fix the evasion bug. And one of the things I really liked about my first time playing FF6, and I didn't realize what it was at the time, but it's the fact that you almost never miss. The enemies almost never miss, but that's okay. And it makes the combat feel a lot nicer.
Yeah, I can't think of
So I can't believe Harry is just online.
Who
does that?
I've got it. Roger.
First thing I noticed very early, the vibrating character portrait, like you can't not do it. Every time, it's like, guys. I understand why this seemed like a cool effect, but maybe it was like.
It was cool the first 10 times.
I was going to say, maybe not part of every animation for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say, but I would almost rather this game be Star Fox. Like, you could have the same, like, towns and everything, but just every combat arena is just like a Star Fox level.
Yeah.
Because
that's respectable. Or
RPG battles they're not bad, they're just kind of like,
Mika reporting.
You know, you're fighting 4 lizards for 4 rounds.
or you know, it could even be like, dare I say, Red Alarm, which, you know, at first glance looks like a Star Fox-like, but it's actually a Descent-like. And you have, you can turn around. In Red Alarm, there's no point to turning around, but yes, you can turn around.
But there is the distinction that you can do it.
Listen up, team.
I can turn around. Every
Right
now and then.
Good lord. I hate everything.
I was talking about how in Red Alarm you can turn around. Bright eyes, every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And we'll always be making it right.
Roger.
Yes.
Good timing.
Sorry, that's like in one of the movies. I don't remember the first one because Roderick actually looks hot in it.
More like Diary of a Shitty Kid.
Oh,
I've got it.
Confirmed.
nailed it.
Confirmed.
It's
Power of love.
Yeah,
Listen up,
we
team.
don't care.
Confirmed. Should we? Confirmed.
Let's get
Do we? I don't know if we do. It's too late in the day.
Well, you might not right now. You have to wait until it comes over you.
It's the power of love.
I like that you shoot treasure chests, and also the treasure chests are plane sized. Oh my god, more lizard hawks, stay on guard. No, seriously, we've been fighting them constantly. We know how this works.
Yeah, the plain-sized treasure chest and like shooting it to open it is something that I think would be really charming in a Star Fox like.
Yeah, no, I can't disagree with that. Enery!
Walker here.
No, sir.
No, Sam!
Enery the eighth I am.
I am. Second verse, same as the first.
The eighth I am. Enery the eighth I am. I got to the winner next
Enery.
Have a really your son.
No, Sam.
Listen up, team.
Enery the eighth I am.
Don't give me confirmed.
Enery the eighth I am.
Oh, these things are boring me into a coma.
The game or the singing? 'Cause,
The game.
You know, pick your battles.
I would never be bored by singing Henry.
I mean, part of the problem is in RPG is you don't entirely get to pick your battles.
This is true.
No.
Also, the stream really does not like the gusty air effect.
Oh no, this is in real life or whatever. Like this,
Oh.
I am like it kind of looks like a weird crosshatch effect. It's lame.
Yeah, it looks like it's
The
dithering.
screen door.
Yeah, it's a screen door. No, that is 100% just in the game.
Okay.
You don't like this.
But also
that
the
is
stream doesn't
reflexive.
like it.
No.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there's also
My
really
brain
heavy
doesn't
artifacting. Yeah, I don't know why you would make something look like this on purpose.
Yeah, the screen door
I
thing
mean,
is definitely a thing.
It could be for effect, but on the other hand, nothing else is using that effect, so it's weird selectiveness. Like if you were trying to make, say, a PC-98 style presentation, you'd want to use that kind of dithering, but the rest of the game isn't doing that.
It's like, why? Who sent you?
Oh, also, I just gotta say, running your throttle at like over 100% with the end burning like you're on wartime emergency power as just a continual thing is a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like the fact that the thing's on fire and you're like moving at grandma speed is like my number one complaint. It's like, what are we even doing here, guys?
Yeah, no, like if you're like maybe that's an afterburner, maybe it's wartime emergency power, but either way, those modes of an engine operating are not sustainable. You can't keep doing that. You'll either run out of fuel or your engine will explode.
I don't care if I explode. Explode.
Crumbs, we care if you explode.
Yeah, we'd miss you.
Also, I love every time there's a dialogue box, no matter how inconsequential, that they then, like, you immediately come to a dead stop.
That sounds awful.
I just love how much, like, this is an air-based game, but physics are just a general suggestion.
Hello, Minecraft.
Yeah, but you don't have Jack Black to explain it away here.
I still have such a hard time believing that movie exists. I know it exists. I have accepted that it exists.
I'm glad that
it is still,
like the Wolverine movie, the no effects version will always be out there, so you can compare.
I am still sad that I was never able to find a rip of the unfinished cut of Cats that got
The
released
butthole
to
cut?
theaters.
Alright, I know I'm coming in at like the end of the stream, but how did this game go?
We were just talking about buttholes.
Yeah, it's neither a fascinating disaster nor a triumph. It is unfortunately just kind of there.
This was an event. I'm making a note here. It happened.
Kind of the saddest thing a game can be.
It really is, because, I mean, particularly a game that's like $20 amongst a sea of $20 games.
It's
like,
hard to
no one will be
overstate
making fan art for this in 10 years.
feelings.
People will have fixated on, like, you know, the Incredible Machine again for no reason.
The Incredible Machine was cool. It was fun.
See? Just like this.
It was a game that managed to look fantastic with only 16 colors.
That's why I like the fact that your Fio, whatever. They established that she was an orphan who lives in an orphanage, and the orphanage has now been exploded. So I guess we're not going to ever see that. I thought that was going to be a plot point.
I also like the characters don't seem particularly alike from what I can tell. But you had the game with Aika and Fina, and now you have a game with Fio and Micah.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an accident.
And Glenn. Well, Mika just
Glenn,
called me an SOB.
What if Guan?
Juan?
Guan.
Oh. Juan. I thought you said Guan.
No, I didn't.
Guam.
Guan Yu, the famous, general from the Shuhan kingdom.
In the same war as Calpy.
I mean, there is also the particular Gundam that I like to call the Guandam, because it's very clearly meant to look like Guan Yu.
I'm sorry, Fred. I didn't mean to.
Is Fred the equivalent of the gruff old man in Skies?
It kind of seems like it, but no, he doesn't have a cool cybernetic hand. So who gives a fuck?
and he doesn't seem to be pursuing a Titanic whale.
Yeah, you almost. I mean, that was the thing. Like, I feel like we almost need an Ahab just to like give this plot a little bit of a goose of going somewhere. Because, I mean, obviously there's the evil empire, but like it's hard to care about the evil empire because, like, you're just gonna eventually have to fight them to death. Like, that's how that works. Even before they killed your mom. And I guess Gullivan has something to say. Talk to Mira to make a decision.
So I don't think I will.
We're going to fight ruthless criminals that are known as trash pirates.
Trash pandas?
No, just trash pirates. As I navigate the camera so I can see inside of our hero.
He's hollow. I could fill him with sand.
Well, I mean, all 3D models are hollow. It's just the way they work.
No.
They're basically paper mache.
Yeah, although it's worth noting that like the way 3D graphics work, it's possible to make polygons one-sided, and they do not appear to have done this in this case. And if your polygons are one-sided, then when you're inside the hollow model, you won't see the other end. And it's at least theoretically a little bit more efficient to draw, though this game doesn't look like it's particularly taxing because you're running this on a Switch.
Switch 2.
Oh.
A sequel.
But anyway, this doesn't look like a particularly graphically taxing game.
It's not.
No, seriously, I understand, guys, why you thought this was a good idea, but trash pirates is just not a great denotion for your, like, bad guys. Trash pirates are usually cowards. If we destroy enough of them, they'll flee. Can we really defeat them? Can we really fight trash pirates? We have to defeat 18 trash pirates. If I lose a single battle, I'm giving up for the night. Let's fight some trash pirates! Oh, what we got? Oh, we got Grandma helping us out here now. We can fight a trash bomber and a trash scout.
I've got this. Ain't say no. Roger.
Gotcha.
So the character that was like the boss of the tutorial is now on our team. I mean, that's always fun.
I'm a sucker for a good, enemies to allies arc.
A good one.
You got a healing.
Yeah. Like I really enjoyed, that bit in The Last Jedi when like Rey and Kylo teamed up, and it was they got into the real cool fight, and then the story reminded us that hey, Kylo's not a good guy, and then it instantly went bad, and I liked that.
I haven't seen The Last Jedi. Yeah, The Last Jedi since before whatever Rise of Skywalker, was that the last one?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to revisit that, but just it's funny how much it just kind of retroactively killed the third trilogy for me. Like, oh, I don't really need to revisit that.
Yeah, no, it's like I haven't either, but I hold on to I did genuinely enjoy that movie when it was new, and then the sequel came out and it completely ruined everything.
Yep.
This is the plan.
I got a frost cannon.
So are we taking bets on whether the trash pirate is going to be Glenn's dad, or the trash pirate leader?
No, it is way too early for Glenn's dad to reappear. Like, that's going to have to be like, I mean, as we were just talking about Star Wars, like inevitably there's either going to have to be a mysterious villain who is eventually revealed to be Glenn's dad, or you find him in like the world's weirdest ruins type of thing. Like, oh, this is where this is where the black materia is.
Like you find him like King Micah in She-Ra 2018.
Sure, yes. Find him living amongst the trash or whatever.
Yeah.
But not the trash pirates.
Listen up, team.
Right.
Roger.
This is where Major Cluke lives.
This is where the fish lives.
Let's whack 'em, smack 'em, they don't care.
I don't care.
If you're gonna sing the Clay Fighter song, sing it right.
I have respect for Clay Fighter.
Windwalker here.
So it appears the elemental system of this game is if you use a elemental attack, then that becomes your like on-board element, and then you're vulnerable to it. So if you like use an ice attack and then you get hit with a fire attack, then you're screwed up. But the turnaround on that appears to be if you use a healing attack, then you're light element, and then vulnerable to dark element. And because of how this game works, we don't have a single fucking character that has a dark element. It's like, god damn it.
Like I'm all for interesting elemental systems, but you kind of unless missing some of the tools is a very specific, deliberate, early game mechanic, you kind of got to give the player the tools.
Yeah, no, it's I'm trying to remember, there was one game that I played that similarly did that same nonsense, where it was like you constantly did not have the element that would have been useful. Or it took you forever to get like a dark element or something.
Listen up, team.
I know Secret of Mana had some enemy. It had some bosses that had weaknesses to elements that you didn't have yet at the time, but that was only one or two.
Roger.
Roger.
And magic in Secret of Mana was
Kind of impressive.
yeah.
But it was always annoying where it was like weak to light damage. Yeah, you don't have a light attack yet.
I have a deep and undying love for the Mana series, but a lot of them were just not mechanically they were rough games. I don't think there was any except maybe Final Fantasy Adventure that was really solidly, put together as a work of systems. Yes.
I've got this.
Which I will contend, Final Fantasy Adventure was the best soundtrack on the Game Boy.
Possibly not wrong. Although if you're talking about soundtracks, I have to say, absolute classic, you might have to give that to Tetris.
You might have to give it to one track of Tetris. Nobody remembers music type B, nobody remembers music type C, they only remember Korobreniki.
I remember music type B.
I was about to say, I've used B on a number of occasions. I feel like even as a child, I had some sort of weird, I have to be different than chose type B.
But you chose B specifically because it wasn't A. You didn't choose it because,
but it was more like my mom was playing it with type A.
Fair enough. But I either way,
Listen up, team.
there were very few tracks in the Final Fantasy Adventure soundtrack that are forgettable. They're almost all really good.
Roger.
That little Game Boy sound card work.
It's if you want really good Game Boy tracks in general, Surface Runner from Metroid 2 is one of my all-time favorites.
I have to admit, Metroid 2 is a game that I barely remember having music at all. But I know it's in there.
It kind of barely had music after you were through the first level. But the first level music was really good.
But what was there was good.
Mm-hmm. And also the approach to and then the theme of the final boss.
I was gonna say the Metroid area.
It was a very. It was still a very sparse music, but the specific doom 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 dun 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 was a real good escalation of tension.
Trash pirates.
Da, 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 da.
Whose name is John Cena?
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Well, I can't see him.
Also, just a further complaint about this game, the enemy distribution is super weird. You'll fight 3 enemies that are all on top of each other, and then you're just kind of leisurely walking around a dungeon.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I wasn't sure if the mic would pick that, and I was like,
I don't think it did.
interesting. It was crushing a water bottle.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely didn't hear that.
I kind of heard it.
It could be that I also just wasn't paying attention. I don't always pay attention when I should be paying attention.
Let's go back to the table.
There was no attention to be paid. Don't worry about it.
This is the plan. I've got this.
I went to the Ren Fair this weekend.
Roger.
How was it?
Roger.
It was good. It was toasty.
You do have to say that it wasn't a Ren Fair, though. Time travel festival.
It was Time Traveler's Weekend at the Ren Fair.
I mean, I do appreciate that this was the, like, concession for reality or something like that. Time Travelers Weekend.
There were a lot of Star Trek people, okay?
Our
And
Ren Fair
TARDIS.
needs a gimmick.
Listen up, team.
I wore like costume elf ears to a Ren Fair once, and got called Spock, which I thought was. I wasn't. And to be fair, it was by a performer that I slightly heckled. Like I don't think it was a bad heckle. I think it was like in context maybe a little funny.
I thought I was funny, says the person making the joke.
Yeah, but like so it was these two brothers doing a like it was kind of a juggling act, but with jokes and fun amongst. And at one point, one of the brothers called out, "We need an adult volunteer," and the other brother was like, "Ooh, me." And so I yelled out from the audience, "He said an adult!"
Roger.
Amazing.
I did leave a large tip for them afterwards, so.
Roger.
Oh no, is Glenn dead?
Apparently,
Oh, well.
like he constantly he's like easily the worst character on the team.
Well, then it's okay. He's dead. Nobody.
I'm kind of pissed off. Another miss. I'm kind of pissed off because the character, the enemy was down to like super low health, and just one character had to hit him with that position. And then one of the villains just like restored his health anyway.
Oh,
kind of
like Funhouse.
It's not like this is hard. It's just like, let's make this last longer.
Yeah, and enemy healing in an RPG is a thing that needs to be very sparing.
Particularly in a situation where we're dealing with, like, these are essentially random battles. Like, there's nothing about this that needs to keep going.
Random battles take like a minute. This is bad.
Yeah, no, as I've said, if I lose, it's just like, well, that's it for the night. Like, I am not willing to do this again.
None of us will blame.
I, in fact, demand that you do that.
I can't believe you're being nice to Gogglebob, fanboy.
No, I'm being nice to me. I don't care to see more.
So it just so happens that your and Gogglebob's goals align.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy.
Purely coincidentally.
It's the movie with the two prisoners with their ankles cuffed together.
1, 2, prisoners kneel before you.
Yes, Captain? Confirmed.
Roger.
The Cali Scrub. How about that Hades?
Hades 2 is pretty good. I'm not Cali Scrub, but
I was about to say, hi, Callie.
Will the third one be called Hey Threes?
We can only hope. Though I'm going to be honest, it's hard to see where they're going to go, like, post this one.
Maybe they'll get a whole new
There'll be a 3 in it.
Cause like, this one, you know, it's already really stretching the formula.
Hey Threes.
Hey Threes.
Because, you know, it's a real good game, but the kind of the big epic storyline that's, you know, going on is
so yeah,
Windwalker here.
I'm going to refrain from making like doing a gameplay comparison until I've sunk more time into it. But yeah,
aside from
the
your
story
alleged 80
beats, it feels like yeah, they're just like they I feel like they had some ideas. Like their gameplay ideas filled out a full game, but I don't think their story ideas filled out a full game.
well,
damn, yeah, that is.
I think they have there's a good story idea in there, but it's not a good fit for the Hades gameplay. It's a linear RPG story.
Okay, I'm bored. I need to go.
Have a good night.
Bye, fanboy.
I don't think we're lasting much longer anyway, so don't worry.
Tonight is the night of abrupt departures.
I mean, at least I think Fanboy heard us say goodbye.
He did.
Wait,
He did.
Who else abruptly left?
Ample was on earlier, was just like goodbye and just was gone.
Yeah, people are just kind of dropping out.
Oh, did someone just leave to make a point?
Start to bounce and it's back.
Sorry, you did that on purpose.
And we all still have crows.
I don't have anywhere else to be.
Yeah, no, it's like that Simpsons episode. Don't forget, you're here for it.
Can you imagine if even worse Threes is like, alright, you have to do this. You gotta play the game.
Play the game, Shinji, or Ray will have to do it again.
Walker here.
Roger.
I hear you. Confirm.
Also, this is a battle system, if you haven't noticed, where you know who is going to be attacked per round. Like, there are icons telling you, like, this guy's going to take a hit. But it's not a complicated enough battle system where it's like, that matters.
And not like Grandia, where you can like throw in a move to you know, stop that.
Yeah, like there's not like
delay
some
it.
massive interruption attack or something. It's just kind of like, okay, this guy lost 100 HP.
Yeah. So the whole game is kind of Kevin Sorbo voice. Disappointed!
Can we not quote Kevin Sorbo?
That is a valid ask.
Like,
Still like the best line on the internet.
the best line on the internet.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I mean, like, there might be some competition there.
Disappointed.
I appreciate a good board now. I can't imagine why I'm being reminded of that phrase. Well, good, my main character missed again. Yay, the battle goes on longer. Thank you, Crow.
Listen up, team.
And I keep having these like bizarre status effects. Like, the one character has 9 lives. Does that mean, like, they come back from the dead immediately? Or, like, what is the implication?
Roger.
Yeah, I mean, they give us these, like, 80% hit indicators, but it's like complete Fire Emblem rules where you know they're gonna miss anyway. Still fucking vibrating. Yay, the enemy is the healing spell.
Yay! Yay! Wam pam 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 pam.
92% hit. Yeah, I am 90% certain this will miss.
Well, you know, in the XCOM games, the percentage to hit that they show is like your odds are like twice as good as what they show you, but you know it still feels like it's way worse.
But is it always better, or is it like Fire Emblem where if your odds are good, they're better than you see, and if they're bad, they're worse than you see?
I think they're always better than what you see in XCOM.
Meanwhile, over here, they're always worse than what you see.
Well, that's the thing. Our brains are real bad at probability. So, you know, if you do have actual 50-50 odds, it's gonna feel way worse.
I mean, my basic thing is, again, these are random battles that mean nothing, and it would be nice
Right,
if they were
yeah. No, so they
over
should
within
be
our
over
lifetime.
in like.
Alright,
They should only take a couple rounds.
Time to defeat Barbarossa's Ace Squad. I'm gonna keep shooting it as we approach. Maybe that'll give me an advantage.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird for a game to like give you you know a gun that you can shoot out of battle and it just has no effect when you get into battle. Like at least let you know you stun an enemy like in Lufia 2.
I mean, it appears if you hit him, you get like the advantage at the beginning of the round, but not like a significant.
That's
advantage.
fair.
Walker here.
Alright. Who's got the least health here that I can attack?
Gotta prioritize target elimination.
Engine seems like something to kill. I mean, I will say it's a very... At the very least, it is a... It is a very transparent game in that, like, it tells you, like, HP that the enemies have and, you know, your hit percentages and whatever. Like, that is ideal.
Yeah, that's nice. And I do enjoy the whole, like... You're targeting, you know, subcomponents of a ship. It reminds me a little bit of like, you know, X-wing or free space, where you can target and knock out individual components of a capital ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes things interesting in that regard. And I also do hate, like, a game where, like, you literally have no idea what you're doing as far as whether or not you're, like... Did this have a low percentage hit because this is the kind of move that always has a low chance of hitting, or is it because this move is, like, different, or whatever? Like, just aiming for something that tells me 96%, it's like, okay, then that's where I'm going to aim that.
Roger.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up after we blast this ship, or maybe the ship blasts us. I don't care.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, good. This thing has a healing move too. I'm happy with that.
Oh boy.
Alright, so one of those things is done.
This is the plan.
Our health is in a generally good spot. That's good.
I too am bailing for the night, Randall.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Thank you for warning us.
But I at least wait for everybody to say bye first.
Yeah, see, no, that is important, and we appreciate that. Have a good one.
Genie?
This is Cat.
Sorry.
Okay. Half the time I get chromes, it's fine.
Soon you will be everybody on the server.
Apparently.
Good night, Beat.
Whatever. Peace out.
Yeah, have a good one.
This is firepower.
So how you doing,
Hey,
Bad
two
Boy
dishes in a row.
and Baby?
I'm totally here and not in Greece right now.
That's a very normal thing to say, I understand. I often start conversations by saying that.
That's funny, because I too am not in Greece.
Glad we're all on the same page.
Despite playing a bunch of Hades too.
Spiritually, you are in Greece.
In my mind, I go there.
In my mind and in my Greece.
No. That didn't come together.
Oh, really didn't. But I don't think I'm certainly not running on all of my cylinders, and I don't know if anyone else is.
On your cylinders, I usually run on my feet.
Listen up, team.
Hey.
These kids these days and their feet.
Roger. Roger.
Yeah, see, like, I agree that it's cool when you get to attack, like, individual parts of a ship like this, but also, it does feel like this is just something to make this battle last longer than just you're fighting one ship.
Yeah, that's...
Like, like, each of the individual parts gets an attack, but the attacks are not exactly significant. And, like, I think I saw the engine room had, like, the healing move, so, like, that's obviously take that out first. But other than that, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything other than fighting a team of 4 opponents as opposed to 1. And
yeah, it's a head and 2 hands, boss.
yeah, it's pretty much. Oh, and God help me if one of these parts revive, turning the game off.
Yeah.
It's what makes me put my head in my hands, boss.
There you go. Now you're getting it, Chromes.
Okay. Oh, I stand corrected. Chromes is running on all.
Yeah, see?
You know, all your cylinders. I don't know how many you have. V4, V6.
Never judge a man's cylinders.
I don't know what that means.
It's a car word.
like in an internal combustion engine sense. If you're not running on all your cylinders, you know, it thinks your brain not working good.
Big breakdown.
Breakdown. What do you chico He sucks, got power, yakuretsu punchy, forever gorgeous, impact.
We've got one last junk boss to take care of. Hit him with everything we got.
We believe in you, Bob.
I mean, you will be amazed at how often we will inevitably miss.
The 7% hit is not super good.
72, it appears.
Oh. We're saying it looks like it was a 7%.
Yeah, that's right. Keep vibrating. We're gonna take out Barbarossa, the trash pirate. I feel like they're gonna use any other word than trash, and it would have been like more threatening. Junk pirates? I mean, like, I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, when I was in kindergarten, I had the toy pirates.
The toy pirates? Sure. Yeah, let's go with it. Couldn't be worse. Just not trash pirates.
I mean, let's not go so far as to say it couldn't be worse. I'm sure it could.
Look out! It's the shitty pirates. Tonight only, the shitty pirates.
They like do mid-aughts indie covers.
How shitty.
Windwalker here. I've got this. Should we? Confirm.
Yeah, see, at this point, like, literally just using the attack button over and over again.
And in the game with a system that goes quick, that can feel, you know, halfway decent, but this game doesn't go quick.
Thank you for saving us. That was whatever. Oh my god, we're dealing with that guy called Fabio now?
Oh, goody. So is he gonna get hit by a bird?
Yeah, there we go. Nobody's gonna appear on the cover of Iron Sword.
I'm here with the timely references.
I mean, Fabio hasn't appeared in much else, other than bird hitting.
Bird hitting.
What was he originally? Was he on a soap opera? Like, how did he get famous in the first place?
I think he was just a model.
He was on a bunch of romance novel covers.
Yeah. He was the guy you called when you needed somebody with abs to appear. Like
yeah,
like a dime store Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You want a model with like long blonde hair and abs to be hot on your romance novel cover? You call Fabio Lazzoni. And then he got kind of famous and became, you know, a pre-internet meme, and then he got hit by a bird.
I was gonna say he became a roller coaster star.
Like the bird ran into him, or someone threw the bird?
He was on a roller coaster, and like a bird got in the way, and he got like bonked on the head,
and famously, birds do not do well at roller coasters. Like just absolute things running into things.
Yeah.
All right, there's a save point, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what?
Guess what? It's over!
It's over as far as I'm concerned. So there we go.
Yay!
Alright, so we have successfully played not Skies of Arcadia. When Beat gets back, we can tell him all about it. And Beat theoretically should be back next week when we resume actual Skies of Arcadia. So
we're gonna be 100%ing this, right?
Oh, obviously. No, unfortunately, I already missed killing one of the shit pirates, so I can't get 100%. So I guess we'll never play the game again. So, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished others.